Good day, guys. How are you doing today? So today we continue from where we stopped. Today we are looking at a set of installations for the Arduino and the PIC microcontroller development. Now let's look at the Arduino first. We are setting it up for both on Linux machine and Windows machine. The Mac OS user can as well follow along to get the same experience. Now therefore, let's go to the URL here to download our Arduino. If you cannot copy the URL, just come here and type in Arduino download. Just type to Google. So you go to the website here, then zoom in and get a little bit. You can get the solutions. Then just you go to the Arduino website. From there, can you see the address here? Then you see these download options here. This for Linux machines. This is a single image, one file, but this is a library. I downloaded this one for my own. My system is Fedora 41, or my system is OS is Fedora 41 KDE. So I downloaded the binary file to set the part of the installations. So for the Mac or for the Windows users, you can download this one as well. The Mac users can download this one as well and install. Everything to work the same way. Understand? Now, therefore, let's move on to you click on for Windows users or for Linux user, for example. You click on this. I can do that binary. It said, "Do you want to download $8?" You said no. I just want to download. Click on just download, and it will take you there. Enter your email. I've downloaded it myself, so I just click on just download again, so it will begin to download. So I have downloaded it myself, so I don't need to download it anymore. I have it here in my download installations. Now, therefore, after downloading it, so it's going to show like this. Let me go to my installation directory where I copy it. After downloading, it's going to show me. I'll move it to my OPT library folder. You can see this is the downloaded folder. I extracted it out. After I extracted it, I have it this way. Here is it now. So after this is where the installation folder is. After that, this is the IDE. If I double click on this IDE, it's going to what? Execute this. So because I've not executed it, you can right click on it and make it what? Properties. You can make permission, grant permission for execution. Because type A executable. I've once executed it. I got permission, but the best way I'm going to show us how to execute it. But you don't need to come to this place often and click on the folder or launching it on terminal. Therefore, after copying this folder this way, you want to create an icon for it. I just go to Google and search for Arduino logo, and you copy the Arduino logo. Just you copy this any of the image and be PNG format or the JPG format, JPEG format. Then therefore, after that we open our terminal. So after the terminal base, so we now create the file. We create a desktop file. I have the documentation here for us in case you want to follow along. So I have documentation. You locate the solution part of which I've shown you there. You create you create this direction. You create a file called Arduino.desktop. You can give it any name, but make sure you know the name you make use of. Then after that, then you can now open Nano. You can use gedit. You can use Vim to open your terminal in Linux machine. Then you can set it up and come here and just come to the. Okay, now you can open that tab here. Let me open that tab here. I just Nano. Let me go to my home directory. Then my bash. I'm trying to. Okay. Oh, so the just I'm trying to increase the font. Nano this. Then go to local. If you're on Linux machine, you do this. We are local, share, desktop or applications. Then my Arduino ID, Arduino desktop. Can you see desktop ID? Time it. Can you see? These are the files here. The same file I have here. I just copy it here. Press Ctrl O and save. Ctrl S to leave the place. So then after that, I've given the instruction step here. Copy the snippet here. Ctrl O to save. Ctrl X to quit and exit. So Nano came by default on all Linux machines. So you can also use gedit if you are using Ubuntu or any other thing. You can also install that from Ubuntu, Kali Linux, any other distribution you are making use of. Understand? Then these are what the thing you're going to change. You're going to alter the path here. My own, I change to my OPT directory. You can locate your path directory. This is how I locate my path directory here. On your Linux machine, you can just say pwd print working directory. Just copy here, Ctrl Shift C. It will copy it, and then you come here and paste it inside your terminal or inside your application share desktop applications. So then you paste it here. But don't forget to include the last one, which is the name of this file, because which is the name of this file, the Arduino.ide here. Understand? Then after that, you make it executable by pressing this command here, plus chmod, plus X, then make it executable here. After that again, you can now just, the last one is just to update the applications. Don't you refresh. Instead of you restarting, just refresh the database. Then everything. You can either come here and type Arduino, and you see, if I type on it here, it's showing me directly, right? So that's it on Linux machine. The same thing on Windows machine. I'm going to put on my I'm going to put on my my workstation, and then maximize it here. So we can see my workstation machine that I've already installed it just the same way. Just the same way. There's nothing different. Like you see, come to the Arduino software here. Download for the, you can download the MSI if you want it, but I downloaded this one. Click on this. After clicking on this, just download as well. Install it. Understand? Now, the main thing is that let's compare this is the demo code that was given to us. In case you slot in your USB, you see it. This place will be bold. It detected your USB. Your first time installation, sometimes you need to give the permissions. I'm going to show you as well. I'm going to go back to the slide to show you. When you give the permission, you may be seeing that your USB is not recognized, not detecting it. You have to enable them as well. Then, if you compile this now, compile this code. Let's verify the code. Maybe there's error here. Can you see compiling the code? After compiling, you can now upload. They don't compiling. So, but if you compile now, if you open this where it's the file, you create a folder. For example, let me just create a folder here on the just create a new sketch. Your program is called a sketch in Arduino. Your program code here is called sketch. And see, it just give you a name here. You have to save it. Yeah, let's save it to the desktop environment, and let's create a folder. Let's just name it sample project. So then and then you give it a name of sample one. Understand? So project. Oh, sorry, I have to go back a little bit. Sample project. Then okay, I name it as sample one, right? So Save it now. Then you can change your board depending on you. As you can select the board you want, which board you want to use. You can see Arduino, you can see Uno, you can see Nano, Rev4, Minimal, you can see different type. Then let's just copy that. Let's just paste this one. This one just to blink LED. Now let's save it. If you compile it now, compile. This one is compile, upload. This one is upload. It's done compiling, but it's going to upload the .x file on our ID on our microcontroller. The .x file, that is the compiled binary file. But how do we want to locate that binary file? By default, it will be stored in a temporary location, your temporary folder in your locations. You're looking for your temporary, you look for your, just look for your 100%. Then you're going to be looking for this Arduino on save this Arduino here. You're going to be looking for your sketches. Then you're going to be looking for your last compile file. Then you look at .x file. Can you see here? Sample here. But this place is too long. But how do you want to solve it? So that now let's come to our sample here. If you look at this sample project here, can you see sample 1? We are not seeing that file there at all. But let's make it there. Let's export it to this place so that we don't need to be coming to these temporary files. Just come to your sketch, open there, blink, and it's not blink. This is the former one. This is sample 1 now. Come to sketch, then come to export compiled binary. Then it's exporting it now. Can you see? We now open that folder back. We see build. Let's look at the build. Can you see our S file? I easily uploaded this our S file to any of our microcontroller. You make use of what? Port A0. Then you can easily open our SIMU ID. For example, if you have Arduino, you can easily open your SIMU ID and just try to upload the code. Let's try and see. Don't throw more informations on anyway. Then you can easily run this code and it works. You can also write your Arduino code there in this SIMU ID. Search for Arduino here. Arduino. So then we search. I think it's down here. If we are my controller. Okay. It is it. Oh no, let me just carry the Uno. So then you can just carry, let me carry an LED. And you see, you can just carry an LED here. Then I can, let me just zoom to fit. Yeah. Zoom to fit. Then we have this now. It's in pin A0. Let's check our code to confirm which pin is making up. Pin A0. A0 here. Carry this here. We can easily ground it here. If we just fast for ground, I can ground, maybe just also use the ground. Just then just load the firmware here. Come here and load the firmware. What is this? Okay, now load firmware here. Load firmware. Just load the firmware. It's on desktop. Simple. Sample projects. Our build. Our .es file. Then you should be able to run it now. And you see, you can reduce your current. This one is too much bright here. So go with the current here. So you can reduce the current here. The same code we wrote in that place. So let's come back to let's launch, let's try, that's for Arduino part. Let's try the PIC, something. So now the PIC is this. a PIC microcontroller. Microchip, just come to microchip, download SCOM. Just let's search for SC8, then compile download. Sorry, SC8 compiler download. You search for that. Come to Microsoft Technology. Just load one. And since still loading, let me quit my and let me open my PDF. So you can see this is the directory. Let me see some other information there we need. Start coding, we pass through this stage. Linux, you can see. I see. Okay, I'm trying to look at anything we mean. Okay, the case of the USB is asking for permission. Depending on your Linux user you are using, you have to create some permission here. You follow this, you can pause the video and follow this guy this way. For Mac OS user as well, you can see and download it and install it. Understand? So the several program environment for the MPLAB. Here we are now. So I'm going to download the MPLAB. I've downloaded it already. So I'm going to demonstrate it later in future on how to program on MPLAB SID here. But let me just try and create and launch the application for us. Okay, this is the compiler here as well. We have SC8 compiler and SC16. We have 32 as well. Can download this as well for development. So once you just download this one will automatically create for both Windows and Mac users. So you don't need to be setting up any part that way. It will be set up automatically for you as you install them. Once you download them, install them, and then I'm looking for other things you need to download. So it will come in tray. Then you can search for MPLAB, and you see this is the programmer software. They can program it. So this is the IDE here. This is the version S20. I'm launching it here. After you've downloaded it, install. In case you are feeling how I'm going to download it, let me just show you here. For example, this S8 compiler here. I just click on it. I'm going to move the place you're going to download them. I'm having a bad network, sorry. Apology. Okay. Then you select download, and you come here. Then you come down, string. Yeah. Okay. For Windows, just click on download there. Can you see? Download. So this is the compiler for Linux. This compiler you download. For documentations, you can also download. Understand? This is it here. So just click on this button. Where is it? Compiler and download for Mac OS or for Linux machine. After that, you just install it normally on your devices. So after that, when still loading, okay, let me continue this discussion here. We also have PIC programmer in the library, in the laboratory. So we're going to make use of that as well by installing that one, plugging into our system, aligning it, and debugging our code through the PIC controller. Also, then you see this, you can follow this installation, and we are all done for the installations. So then, still waiting for the microchip to launch. I've launched it earlier with a lot of it's not always longer. I don't know why it's just delayed now. It's not always longer like this. All right, maybe in the next tutorial, once we launch, we'll demonstrate a sample for us using the microchip tutorial. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. AW.